Man.
Ah.
All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, for part 2 of this. Tonight is Inclusion Pro Wrestling breaking news announcements. You've got 3 of the 4 board of directors for Inclusion Pro Wrestling. A fourth one is, well, having technical difficulties because this man actually needs to be brought back to realization because he went, instead of doing his job yesterday, he actually went and enjoy it. We can hear you just fine now. Hush and let me do my intro. So now all we hear is traffic. Great. Okay, anyways, here we go. So the intro, only the goats in the pasture can love.
Hello?
Hi, Bobby. Jump in. I'm a Bobby girl in the Bobby world. Life in plastic.
Really?
It's fantastic. You can brush my hair. Undress me everywhere. Imagination. Life is your creation. Barbie, let's go party. I'm a Bobby girl.
I feel like this is like Mikey's new jam.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, I bring you the hiring
My
and
phone
firing,
is
probably, of this podcast.
I'm freaking getting tired of my phone.
But
It's okay, just go with it.
anyways, we're just going to go with this. So I'm going to hand this over, before I die of laughter, to head of creative, our booker, T-Rex.
I have to open for this guy, man. Like, he can't even stay on the screen. Like, dude.
Well, I mean,
Oh my God.
maybe he had one of those power-up cookies.
I think so. He's probably like, oh yeah, I'm oversized Coffee Kingston.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Well, so, fellas, I guess we're gonna do this, and while we have him, before we lose him, because in a Barbie world, there.
And there you go.
goes again. Let's just keep rolling with it.
Okay. Well, anyway, we here at Inclusion Pro Wrestling in the podcast Inclusion Matters are bringing on Rex Michelson as our new, from the head referee here to our now new senior referee. I present to you when he comes back, somewhere off in La La Land. Yeah, La La Land. He's off in La La Land. That was the goat's mom. That was the goat's mom that said that. So I mean, it's okay. Goat's mama always wins. So anyway, when he comes back, he can give his little speech. But if not, I guess we'll just give a little Inclusion Matters update. Our update. Oh, hey, maybe he's coming back. Hey. I feel like we're watching an episode of Days of Our Lives, or as the world turns.
Come on, Mikey's phone. You can do it.
So does the Days of Our Lives.
This is like as the world turns. I'm just literally watching that thing and I'm captivated by it going. I've had too many chair shots. That's kind of cool.
But until Rex Michelson comes on and accepts his or denies his job opportunity in this, well, hopefully he won't deny it, because there's a place for even a grazing pastured goat like him in this company.
This guy's a man of mystery. That's all I'm going to say. This guy's the most man of mystery we have. I mean, God, I thought like House of Black came in the black and the dark, but this guy, good Lord. Like, I feel
I've heard about making a grand entrance, but not your grandma's entrance.
Yeah, wait. I want to do the Jeopardy. Do.
But anyways, let's talk more, we revamped our sponsorship packages. Our booker is actually looking at talent. We're within a week and a half of getting our ring.
Yep.
And ladies and gentlemen, I'm probably just going to announce it right here on the podcast. We're probably within 3 months of launching our promotion.
If everything goes right, yes.
I'm right here.
Oh. And now the man thinks that he doesn't even have to show his face. What are you? Mordecai Black? There he is. And just like that, he reappears.
That might be
We
the
better say
greatest.
this before he disappears.
Yep. Hey, do you accept our offer for Inclusion Pro Wrestling?
You accept? Yeah. Shake your head, yes or no.
We're back.
Okay, I saw a nod, so we're good.
Okay.
Yes.
Back to you, Heartbreaker.
Well, Rex Michelson, that's a face only a mama can love. And I think I just heard your mama buying for you.
She's in that Barbie world.
She's in your Barbie mansion waiting for you
Oh, jeez.
with that nice little pink plastic Corvette that you've always loved about. That's right. That's your present from us at Inclusion Pro Wrestling is the pretty pink Corvette. Plastic.
But don't
Plastic,
forget to pay
however.
the taxes on it though.
But you're responsible for the taxes and licensing of that pretty pink plastic Corvette.
And any tickets you might acquire along the way.
Which, because you were late and you didn't accept this last night, is your punishment for the first 6 months of Inclusion Pro Wrestling. You must ride down in that pretty pink Corvette to referee any match in our ring.
Yep.
Oh, jeez.
And if you refuse, you're fired. There. The Heartbreaker has spoken. Now.
All right, guys.
Let's
You got
get
your
on-
rough.
All right. So you've accepted. That's good. Now you're
Yep.
actually walking. We can see you, which is scary. I think I like
It
the
is.
spinning. I think I like the spinning little circle more.
Okay, so now back to the venture at hand. I don't
Yes,
know if you
now-
heard me. I don't know.
Now, back to-
There he goes.
and there he goes again, just like the House of Black.
Damn it, just cut his damn feet.
Until you come back, Mikey.
We miss you so. Maybe.
So anyway, I guess I'll update you now since, well, the pasture grazing, goat wearing, like his own like
Choo-choo wearing.
personal like lover fest there, because obviously he's having so many issues right now that like I don't even know if he'd be a good whore in church at this point. Maybe
I
we
don't
got to
think they
rethink
take
this.
him.
Wait,
We'd have
can
to
I
pay
rethink?
them.
Can I rethink this? Does the booker get to rethink this a little bit now?
No, you can't take it back once
You
you
know,
offer.
I've got one question though, Mr. Booker. What the
Yeah.
hell were you smoking when you gave him your name?
I'm kind of thinking now he's turned into like more. Yeah, no, like I'm thinking now I gotta I might have to call him Dollar Rex.
Dollar
Or like,
Rex.
I mean, the man can't even afford a decent phone bill or something. Whatever he's got going on there to keep going when he's out like grazing in the pasture. Either that or it's dinner time and he had to leave.
Dollar Rex. It sounds like a bootleg prescription website.
But anyway, back to the task at hand, gentlemen. So we have had some breaking news here today, and we also have a new kind of, I guess I'm going to call it like a partnership deal. I know that there's a company that up north that is pretty much like helping us, and
Yep.
we thank them. We thank them for their offer too. I heard about some sound equipment, and that's pretty cool. That's going to help out the Heartbreaker immensely. And we from Inclusion Pro Wrestling and the Inclusion Matters podcast. We thank you. But back to the task at hand, gentlemen. We are going to be running here real soon, I have a feeling. And let me ask you two this. Are you guys ready to light this thing up?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
No, let me ask you again. I said, are you ready?
Absolutely.
Okay. So, until we get the goat wearing whatever cattle grazing guy back, I guess from Inclusion Matters and
Hold
Inclusion
on.
Pro
Thank you
Wrestling.
to our one viewer who was watching this and now was gone.
One viewer. Dang, that was pretty important right there. We got one viewer out of that. I mean, unfortunately, it's probably not the cattle grazer, but that's okay.
No, you can't watch and chew on grass at the same time.
Do you have, you gentlemen here, have anything you want to tell our fan base out there that we're building? Is there anything that you guys want to tell them from ownership's perspective?
We're
Can't go into any details, but we had a very productive meeting today, so hopefully future big things will happen.
and I know our bookers scouring the country looking for the best talent to bring to this promotion, and I know myself, I am also scouring the county, and hopefully we'll have some more breaking news signings to come. But
Yep.
I'm thinking maybe a late October to late December open for our first show. And we will do our first ever benefit show probably in June. More details to come on that. We just cannot divulge any of the information yet, but that will be probably our big show, where it may span over 2 days. It might span into 1 day with 2 big shows. We have not discussed that yet. So until then, just remember, the Heartbreakers are always out here, and it's because I'm better than you, and both these gentlemen know it.
So one last piece of business, just so people know, we've acquired also one of the oldest school rings in the Northwest history.
Yes.
Some of the names that have been in this ring are people like X-Pac, Sandman. The list goes on and on. I can't even think right now. Cameron Starr.
Sabu.
Sabu.
I think Buddy Rose was in it, wasn't he?
I've been in this ring. I'm trying to think. There's been a lot of gentlemen and ladies. Sunny Days has been in this ring.
Or Tito.
Southern, Tito.
And
Southern California legend, SoCal Crazy.
You
and
forgot-
the list goes-
you can't properly introduce SoCal Crazy without doing it this way, so please allow me. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the one and only man who has defeated WWE Hall of Famer not once, but twice. That's right, the legendary Rey Mysterio Jr., Mr. SoCal Crazy.
Yeah, there's been a lot of
Right.
history. There's been a lot of history that's been acquired in that ring. A lot of men and women have bled, sweat, and tears in this ring. And we got here at Inclusion Pro Wrestling, we are now the owners of that very ring. We will be getting it here real soon, and we will update you all when we get it too.
Absolutely.
This is a landmark day for Inclusion Matters Pro Wrestling. We look forward to hearing your guys' thoughts out there. I'm an inquiring mind. If you have any, want to know about training schools, or if you want to, come out, and I'm the guy to get a hold of. I mean, these two gentlemen up here too, but I'm the guy that they're going to listen to. And I'm not going to water it down. I'm going to be honest with you, and I'm going to tell you the truth. We at Inclusion Pro Wrestling, we don't discriminate.
Nope.
We're going to be based off of disabilities, and we're going to be the only promotion that I know of that is running that is going to not only be ran by 3 of the board members that have disabilities, but 2 of those members are now in creative. There are
Yep.
2 members of our that are in creative, and we will divulge later. There may be more coming in our creative team, and they may not be disabled, but they're going to be part of our creative team. We've also now got a chance to get several partnerships. We're getting ready to line up some more sponsors. Yes, you heard that right. Sponsors to those of you that might be watching. And if you want to inquire about sponsorship, you can hit up either the Heartbreaker, the Crippled Messiah, T-Rex, or my wife.
Yep.
We are your sponsorshipping people. We are also going to be the ones to, if you want to inquire about training school, we are also those. We are going to eventually launch a training school, and we are looking for young, bright, upstart talents that want to get in this business in any way, shape, or form. If you're looking for Hall of Fame worthy trainers, you have a few that are going to be on there. You have a Hall of Fame worthy ring you can train in. And I don't know about you gentlemen, but I'm excited for our future, and I can't wait to see everyone there. We will be having all kinds of stuff coming up, like meet and greets. We're going to be doing stuff like that. So if you want to inquire about maybe even finding out about our meet and greets, our ticket packages, some of the other things we're doing, inquire within. We also will be looking forward to down the road being able to accommodate for disabled. We're going to accommodate for the disabled that come to our shows, and
Absolutely.
we're going to also, if these gentlemen are okay with it, we are going to give you, if you are disabled, 15% off at the door and 15% off, or 25% off if you buy before the door. We will give you 25% off if you buy at a ticket outlet one of our desired ticket outlets. Because again, we are a company and we will accommodate for the disabled. We will also be doing a lot of things that are going to be more based on accommodating. We are a company that believes in our product. We are a company that believes in our team, and we are a company that literally is going to change the game.
Yep.
We are no longer going to be told that we can't, and we are no longer going to be told that we won't, because we are going to be the company that's going to come out, get the job done, and at the end of the day, when you come to Inclusion Pro Wrestling, you're going to get one hell of a show, and we're going to always want you to come back. So from the head of creative and from the head of booker of Inclusion Pro Wrestling, I'm going to turn it back to these two gentlemen. I know they got some things they probably want to say. So anyway, like I said, I'm T-Rex. I'm head of creative and I'm head of booking, and I will be open to all ideas and all kinds of talent. So if you have any information, you can hit me up on my pages. You can hit them up, and then they can give me ideas too. We look forward to hearing from you. And until then, I'm T-Rex, and I'm out.
All right. Well, he made an entrance and disappeared, and now he's back.
Now he's back.
With that being said, that's right. T-Rex mentioned a training school. As soon as we get our ring and as soon as it is set up, we will have a training school, hopefully somewhere between Longview and Port Orchards, Washington. Longview is going to be the home base of our promotion, of course, but we will run shows in Port Orchard. So be looking for the new Inclusion Matters Wrestling Training Facility. yet to be named. But
Exactly.
it will be the new Inclusion Pro Wrestling facility where we will train anybody with or without disabilities to be a wrestler, commentator, ring announcer, you name it, anything in the professional wrestling world, we will train you. No questions asked. Even if you're a wrestler, a younger wrestler, and want to touch up on your training, we will accept you. Even if you've been a wrestler that has been maybe told that you shouldn't wrestle or you shouldn't be doing this, come to our training school. We'll train you.
Yep.
Because the one thing that the other gentleman laying in the bed with the headphones on can tell you is being discriminated against does not feel cool. You know,
No, it doesn't.
There has been many, many years that man has been told that he is not going to amount to anything, that he cannot do this. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to attest to you that this man took him 20 years, but he got enough money. He bought himself a wrestling ring. He got himself the best people in this business to run this wrestling promotion for him. Ladies and gentlemen, we have some of the best. We've got some of the best ring fabricators that money can buy. That's right. He is going to be able, ladies and gentlemen, to get into his wrestling ring. Not sit beside it, not sit on the floor beside it. He is going to be able to get into his wrestling ring.
I'm going to touch on that a little bit. Not only is he going to get into a wrestling ring, when he does get in the wrestling ring, this man's going to have something to say.
Damn right. And I'll tell you this. For years, I felt like, you know, I had big dreams like everybody, like the Heartbreaker, like T-Rex. But, you know, you go for the dreams that are attainable. So getting into a wrestling ring was always a dream of mine that wasn't attainable. And now that it's gonna happen, the sky's the limit for Inclusion Pro Wrestling, for these gentlemen, for myself. And to reiterate what they both said, it doesn't matter what your disability is. It doesn't matter what your background is. If you ever had a dream of being a professional wrestler, being a commentator, being a ring announcer, whatever the case may be, we're the promotion to do that with, because it doesn't matter. We're going to make this happen, and we're going to make sure you have a good time and you learn to the ability that you want to learn.
So, with that, you know, like I said, you know, this man has been drugged down so many times. This man has been told no so many times that it is time for him to look at his doubters and say, F you.
Yep.
Like the WWE was forced many, many years ago to get the F out. No. His doubters are going to get the F out. Because
that's going to be one of the best days of my life. I'll tell you that right now.
Because nobody, and I mean nobody, is going to hold this man back again. You know,
nope.
I mean, it's taken us 3 times to get this right, and
third time's a charm.
You know, and I don't know how many other up and coming promotions can say this, but I'm going to come right out and say it. We're going to have not 1 but 2 titles debuted on our very first show.
Yep.
How many up and coming promotions can say they have 1 belt, let alone 2 being debuted on their first show? And we're going to try and have a 3rd and a 4th debuted by our benefit show.
Yep.
Can I touch on those 2 titles?
Sure. Go ahead.
Okay. One of those titles is a U.S. Heavyweight Championship that will be crowned at this first show that we're doing. And the second is a more lucrative style title that can be defended 24 hours a day. I'm acquiring and have two belts already. Like they said, one of them will be our U.S. We will be donning a U.S. Heavyweight Championship belt, and we will also be donning another belt. So stay tuned for more updates and stay tuned on breaking news. And since I got nothing better to do, fellas, and I'm going to say this because I'm the GOAT, it's been real, it's been fun, but it ain't been real fun. No. And to my two comrades up here, Heartbreaker and Crippled Messiah, we did it.
Yep, we did.
We
We
did.
did it. A team of misfits and being told can't do it and won't do it and you won't stick if you do. Well, guess what, fellas? We're not going to stick, but we're going to stick like glue. And people better watch out because the walls we're going to bury and run through, I'm telling you like this is a company that you're going to see in 5 years still here. Because Crippled Messiah is not going to quit. T-Rex isn't going to quit. The Heartbreaker is not going to quit. And our roster is starting to develop. We signed, as you saw, Rex Michelson tonight, or as I call him, like the disappearing act. Like that was literally like the man of mystery. I think that should be his new thing, the man of mystery, Rex Michelson. We've already signed the Rockabilly Rebel, Lance Dean. We got several more coming, so stay tuned for live updates and live breaking news from Inclusion Matters and Inclusion Pro Wrestling. And I guess I'll let these two gentlemen leave us with this. Just remember, these three guys right here are better than you.
And by now, you all should know it.
Damn straight.
So I'm going to just leave it with this. Please help control the pet population. Have your pets and your host spaded and neutered.
Goodbye.
Now he thinks he's a poo for the